We're now live. You're telling your followers that you've started a live video. Hi, Julie and Callum. Hi, Joan. I hope you guys are all doing well. I've got Dan here today.
Back in the game.
So we don't know how many people we're going to have with us this time round on the new channel. I was hoping a few might join us, but let's see. We'll give it a few minutes as always and take it from there. Paddy has joined us. How's it going, Pad? You got the two of us tonight. My brother. Hey, Tobin. How's it going? We'll give it a few minutes for a few more to join. There's my mum.
All of hundreds and thousands of people are coming to join.
Good to hear, Paddy. Which wines has everybody got today? Or have you got beers or a cup of tea even? Let us know. It's the new Dan. He was catching all the waves today in La Santa. So we're just hanging on to the last of the sun here. We got a super nice sunset. We might have to dash inside halfway through this at some point, if it all gets a bit dark.
Nice.
Rioja.
French
Very
it
nice.
out. Nice.
Good stuff. Has anybody got any Lanzarote wines over there? I know you can't get hold of them from us just yet, but sometimes somebody's managed to hide one away for a special occasion. Of course it's okay to have a beer, Paddy. When have you ever listened to us? Hi, Auntie Janet. Okay, we'll give it a couple more minutes.
Is that your whole family on there now?
I think so. Let's put the followers up to 7.
None of my family have come on yet, have they? They don't
You need to
really
give
care.
your mum a call. We were just talking before just how hard it is to get a social media going. We take the wine tours one not for granted now because we're obviously posting all the time, but we do get new followers and it is easy to publicise that, but to start again it's very difficult, but in time. So hopefully these sorts of things help a bit. Right, should we start?
Yeah.
Let's start. Maybe we get a few late followers. Okay, so you're out, Julie and Callum of the Lanzarote wines. Well, ours are available to purchase now with 4th of December delivery, but we are actually hoping it will be a little bit before that. But let's see. So, well, thank you all for joining us. We are, just sort of check back in, tell you what's been happening here. It's been a good few months since we were talking about the tours and the wines and all of that sort of stuff. I think probably the last lockdown tasting we did was probably in June, I reckon.
Wow, that long ago.
That long ago. We got sidetracked by lots of different things at this end, mainly with the shop. So there's just too much going on to put everything together. But we're back on it now. So first of all, feel free to have a drink. Don't wait for us. I'm joined by Dan today. Dan works with me on the tours. He's been on like the furlough scheme here, so he hasn't been working. But we're hoping to bring Dan back as of next week. But he's been he's itching to get back. He knows all about the shop and he's ready to push forward and go with it. So we're looking forward to hopefully having something else to keep us busy, because the island has been super quiet. We did get a few people on the island from the mainland in sort of August, early September time, and then it went very, very quiet again. But we did have some positive news last week, which we didn't expect, and with a bit of luck, things might start picking up here with the tours. We just have to wait and see. So we have had some inquiries. At the moment, we're just running private tours, but with big discounts, because if not, we can only put a group of 2 together, and it just doesn't make sense. It's impossible to take people out with just 2. So we're doing private ones, which cost a little bit more, but a big discount on normal tours. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can start putting one group tour together a week. But let's see, we'll play it by ear. But I mean, the island is magic at the moment. The weather's fantastic. It's very quiet, so you know, all of the attractions are quiet. There's never really been a better time to be here, and the cases are very low. I haven't seen today, but yesterday I believe it was 70 cases, so it's also safe, and everybody's adhering to the measures and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully everything's done sensibly and we don't go backwards from here. And I hope you guys are all fine. I know in Ireland there's another lockdown, and places in England is getting tighter and tighter, so hopefully everybody can push on and head to the sunshine at some point very soon. So in the vineyards this year, we have really, due to the good weather on the island the last couple of years, we've had a very poor yield this year. We had 1.25 million kilograms of grapes. 2 years ago we had our record harvest of 4 million, so we went from 4 million to 2.5 down to 1.25 this year, so a big reduction. The quality's very good. We were speaking to some of the winemakers yesterday. They're very happy and excited with the wines this year. But the yield is low. So this winter we are hoping for some rain. It hasn't really rained properly in the winter for a couple of years. So fingers crossed we do get a couple of spells of wet weather. Overnight I hope, so it doesn't affect the tourists that are here. And then, as I mentioned before, Dan's hopefully back next week. He wanted to come and say hello.
Yeah, I just got off the yacht, been out on my private catamaran.
You wish.
But I'm ready to work hard.
And then, what's happened here is the wine shop. That's our big news, really. The lockdown sent, I think, everybody crazy. We were very restricted on the island as to what we could do. We couldn't even exercise, as I'm sure most of you know, and it was hard to. I needed something to push on with, and it was something we've always wanted to do. And we've looked at lots of different ways of opening the shop, really since the word go. We never thought it'd be possible to do it from here and manage it from here, working with partners in the UK. But we've managed to do it, and it's a project that would have been completely impossible without the lockdown, because it has taken days upon days, thousands of emails and phone calls, but we got there eventually. So we are launched, as you know. The wines are all available. We've got 20 different wines from the island, from 4 different wineries. And we hope to expand both the products and the range going forward, depending on demand. Of course, we appreciate all the feedback, ideas and suggestions and things like that, which will help. But hopefully, between the shop and the tours, we can get going again. And the team here have been really supportive and great, and everybody's itching to get working again, because without the tourists, this island really does get affected. We haven't really got anything else here, so everybody's itching to get you all back on the island. With the shop as well, we've been working with our web designer Sven, who did our tour sites. He's sort of joined us as a partner with the shop, so we've got his assistance. Another great website. I know it's driven him mad learning all of the new systems and shops, and it's been great to have him on board, and we're really happy with the site that we've got. And also on the back of having the wines available in the UK now, we can do a virtual presentation, which is great. So we can join you on a private call, very much like this. We have an on-screen presentation, and we will basically take you on a tour through the vineyards of Lanzarote. We call it a journey through Lanzarote wine, and we'll take you to the bodegas of the different wines that you have purchased and tell you all about them. We'll do the tasting and explain all about the uniqueness here. So we thought we'd tell you a little bit about the 4 wineries that we're working with to begin with. Dan's going to kick off with one.
Is that my cue?
Yeah, it sure is.
So the first one that I want to talk about is El Grifo. I'm sure most of you on here know El Grifo, biggest in Lanzarote, oldest in the Canary Islands. This one goes back to 1775. I mean, you must remember when this started.
Thanks,
I just want to mention a bit about this wine that I've got here. This is the Bruce. This is a sparkling white that they do, and we're shipping this one, and we're selling it on our wine shop. We do a selection of El Grifo's wines, but this one here is the sparkling white that they do, made through traditional methods with the Malvasia Volcanic grape, and it's a great alternative sparkling wine to be drinking, something new.
You can impress your friends at Christmas. Rather than a champagne or a standard cava, there's a Lanzarote sparkling wine made in exactly the same way. So we've also working with Volcano, and Volcano's a relatively new winery on the island, very stylish, lovely bottle design. They're based in Tias. Their winery, you would drive past it and you'd almost think it was a townhouse. And at the side of the winery, they have a really stylish shop where you can turn up, purchase wines, and learn a little bit more about Lanzarote wine. I've got a Rosado here. It's a rosé. There's some delicious rosés on the island. They're made from the Listan Negro variety. That's our only native red variety on the island. We've got 5 varieties in total here, just 1 red. And the one thing to bear in mind with the rosés is that they're all dry on the island. Okay, so nice, crisp, fresh rosé wine, and young. 2019, this one here.
You might recognise this one. The big blue bottle, the famous one. One of the faves. So this one here, this is Vega de Uco. This is the Yaita selection that they do. These are another big bodega on the island, actually just up from Ollie's house. I think this is why you moved here.
Yeah.
But most people that come to Lanzarote have seen this in restaurants. You'll see it all over the island. It's very standout. You can see it right here. It's really nice, unique shape and design and colour. We've got a selection of their wines on our website. We've chosen the Malvasia Seco, this one. We also do the Listan Negros, the reds, and they're really good. The Listan Negros from here are real expressive wines for the island. You get a real sense of Lanzarote in these reds of the island. You agree?
Yeah, 100%. You'd almost say Lanzarote in a bottle.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, and then it's back to me, and I've got a Bermejo here, another distinctive bottle, the little pour on the top as well, so you don't spill any wine. And this is the one that we're going to taste today, and I'll tell you why I chose the Bermejo after we've tasted it. But it's a very expressive wine from the island, very typical. The Malvasia Volcanica grape. 70% of wine that's produced in Lanzarote is from this varietal. It's a variety that you only find in Lanzarote, so it's something really unique that we've got, on the island and also on the shop. All of the Malvasias are delicious on the site. I've chosen this one for a reason which I'll tell you later. For those that haven't been to Lanzarote, if there's any of you that are listening today, our vineyards are completely different here. They're not those sort of green, lush vineyards that you're used to seeing on the continent. All of our vines here grow in the soil, which lies beneath volcanic ash, which gives the wines a real distinct quality. Okay, lots of minerality. The Malvasia Volcanica varietal is very diverse. You can have it as a sparkling, as Dan explained just before. You can have it as a semi-sweet, a sweet, or even as a still dry like I have here, which is most common nowadays. So we're going to taste this.
I hope you don't spill this after talking about that Clara.
No pressure. So I'm sure some of you joined us for one of our wine tasting editions during the lockdown, and you know, as you can see from the colour of this wine, very light and bright, pale, all those characteristics of a young wine. And this one here is from 2019. And you know, one quality with the or one of the qualities of the Malvasia is just the aroma. I mean, just pouring it, you really can really smell it, and you can just smell the freshness and the fruitiness, and you know, you really pick up those citrus aromas, and pineapple.
Real minerality, yeah.
Yeah. And then on the palate, it's alive. It's very fresh, got lovely balanced acidity on there. It goes great with our climate that we've got here, our whitefish on the island, and also you know, some soft cheeses, something like that. So if you're at home and you have one of these on the way to you, then you know, whitefish, fresh cheese, good combinations for this wine. So the reason why I chose a Bermejo really was because it started the process, I guess, of the wine tours really back in the day. I'd never tried a Lanzarote wine before until 2005, when I was in Fuerteventura with a friend, funnily enough, on a surf trip, and we got offered in a restaurant a Lanzarote wine, and I never tried a Lanzarote wine. And I knew very little about wine at the time, and I expected something to be quite heavy, syrupy, oldie worldy, and we got presented with this very distinctive bottle here, and tried it and was absolutely blown away. The best white wine I tried, just as I described it before. And I never forgot the bottle. I came back to Lanzarote and spent 5 years trying to find it. And as many of you know, certainly back then, you wouldn't find this bottle shape in the supermarkets here. And it took many years to come across it again in another restaurant. And the bottle stuck in my mind, and just a tiny label around the neck of the bottle. And after that trip to Fuerteventura, it really just kickstarted my head into wanting to know more about Lanzarote and the viticulture here, because as you drive through our wine region here, which is called La Heria, it's just it's more like the Mars than another vineyard, and it was very difficult to find information at the times and to get an understanding about the viticulture here and winemaking. And many years later, with Paddy, who I know is logged on today, we were chatting about it, and in the end, Paddy had similar thoughts, and we decided to go for it. And Bermejo was the first door that we knocked on. We suggested about the tours, and back then, you know, we hadn't done really any studying about wine. We have now, and we provided them with this concept, and we were been amazed by the support Bermejo have given us from day one. So you know, it's great now to be able to be selling their wines for the first time back into the UK and Ireland. So we're super grateful to them. And just talking of Paddy, actually, Paddy is in the process of setting up a mobile pizza van in Ireland, in Dublin at the moment. Maybe message Paddy on here if you're still listening. We're going to find out whether you whether you're still there or signed off. Where you're going to be and when you're going to open. And yeah, we hope you might have some Lanzarote wine in that pizza van one of these days as well.
We hope he does takeaways to Lanzarote as
Yeah.
well.
I have tried his pizzas. They are delicious. So good luck with that, mate. So really, that was a a summary of everything that's been happening at this end. We're here if anybody's got any questions or no, he's still there. Good man. Yeah, fire away. We're happy to help, to answer, to give you any information that we can. Has anybody got a trip planned to Lanzarote at the moment? Good stuff, Paddy. I know Paddy's on Instagram and Facebook, so you can see him there. Paddy's Pizza Pies. Give him a follow. Spread the word. And on that note as well, hopefully you guys have seen our new Wine Shop Lanzarote site. If you've got any feedback from it, then please let us know if there's anything you'd like to see on there. And also, if you do like the wines, please spread the word with your friends. We're really looking to push it ahead. And of course, it's really difficult trying to push something up, from the ground. Next weekend. Good stuff. Yes, for Christmas, brilliant. Well, hopefully everything is going to plan at Christmas time. Everything is open. There's plenty of choices of bars, restaurants. All the Cesar Manrique attractions are open on the island. The sun's still shining.
Them wine tours are good, huh?
That's a good idea. Yeah. October for no, coming in February instead. That'll break up the winter with some sunshine. Ordered a case of 12 Bermejo. Brilliant. Thank you, Ruth, for the order. Really appreciate it.
There's going to be no wine left if they keep selling at this rate.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send another pallet. I haven't got any other questions. Have you drunk all that already then?
Yeah. Getting a bit hungry actually after talking about Paddy's pizzas.
Yeah.
Peckish.
Thanks, Julie. Really appreciate it. And thanks for your order, Paddy. You are our very first customer. So, cheers. Yeah, good question. How long do the wines keep for? The truth is, not too long. The dry whites from the island, you really want to be drinking within a year or so, a couple of years of the label, and store them well. Store them somewhere, cool, somewhere dark, and importantly where the temperature isn't changing. The dry wines are designed to be drunk young. They're not going to get better with age, and the young wines, are fresh, fruity, which is the style they're meant to be. The sweeter wines, on the other hand, they can age. We do have a sweet wine from Bermejo that's produced using the Solera method that will keep. The sparkling wines, we've got 2 sparkling wines on the shop. We've got the El Grifo from 2015 and the Bermejo, I believe off the top of my head, from 2017. And the reds, they don't age particularly well. The Listan Negro variety is very light, low in tannins, so you have about 2 or 3 years there with if you keep it well in the right conditions. But the reds, they don't have the structure to age. What's your Xmas dinner wine recommendation?
Wow.
Cool. I'd start with some fizz actually.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We've got 2. We've got 3 actually. We've got a Rosado from Bermejo and a Malvasia, and then we've got this delicious one here from El Grifo as well. And then one of the reds for
I would
Christmas.
get onto some red.
Yeah.
Something meaty.
Yeah, we don't like to push people to one particular red. We've got 3 reds. They're all produced in a very similar way, and they are very expressive from the island and distinctive. So it will certainly be something different that you haven't tried unless you've been to the island before.
I mean, you have to finish off with a dessert one as well, huh?
It's a good idea, yeah.
It's a must.
You are making a day of it after all.
Yeah, it's Christmas dinner.
Yeah. And there we have two choices. We've got a Malvasia from Bermejo, which I just mentioned, and then we've also got a Moscatel from Volcano on the website. Can we mix boxes of wine? Yes, Joan. It's very, very flexible, the site. You can buy one to however many you wish and pick and choose. So, yeah, completely.
Wow, it's lovely sky here tonight.
Yeah, it's a cracker. We thought we might have to head inside, but it's more light than we thought.
I don't think it's going to be like that in England. We'll be sitting outside in shorts and t-shirt.
Not now. There'll be plenty of wine here, Mum. That's for sure. No matter when you manage to make it out. Dark, wet, and cold in Leeds. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Oof.
Xmas dinner with wine at yours. Yeah, well, hope you can make it out for Christmas. Hope we can all make it out sometime soon. Where everybody here is ready. Where is the shop located? We're online. Everything is being administered and managed from Lanzarote in Tias, which is great. We're super happy to be able to done it here, and through our Spanish company. But we've got all of the UK VAT numbers and import-export licenses and things, and we have service providers in Belfast. So it's all been run out of Belfast. For no particular reason, it just happened to be there. But with everything that's happened, we've had obviously the COVID. There's all the Brexit happening as well. We haven't been able to travel back, but we have found some absolutely amazing people that have helped us along the way. And the guys in Belfast who we're dealing with have just been incredible. So we're super happy we're in their hands. And they're going to be housing all of our stock. We have a fancy computer system which links up to theirs. So when the orders come in, we both get copies and they fulfill it and arrange delivery. So that's how it's going to work. It's a company called TDS.
It's always cold and dark in Newcastle, even in the summer. Nothing surprising.
Are there any other questions there?
Have a little top up.
Sorry, Dan.
One thing we didn't say is cheers.
Oh, no.
Cheers.
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 Okay, guys, we're gonna sign out. I think that's all the questions for now. So enjoy your Saturday evenings. Stay safe and well. Yeah, hopefully we see you all soon. Thanks for all of your support with the tours and the new shop. Really appreciate it. And yeah, look forward to seeing you soon. So have a good weekend, all. Bye for now. Right, how do I finish this? I've changed it since last time. End, that's the clue.